Turn now to the data leak bombshell causing shockwaves across the world, the so-called ICA files. The disclosure of a...
You win. So,
What happens now?
the ball's in your court, Miss
Burnwood. I do have other candidates, you know. Most of whom have never tied me to a chair.
You've seen the news. That was 47 acting on his own. He is untethered, he is unstoppable, and he cannot be bargained with. He will find you, Mr. Edwards, and I'm the only chance you've got.
I'm listening.
47 has one weakness. Me.
I found something. Buenos Aires International Airport this morning. Now watch this.
Heralds.
Trail ends at the airport, but turns out that a top Providence operative owns a vineyard in the area. Don Yates, of infamous New York law firm Morgan, Yates & Cohn. And get this, is hosting his retirement party today.
She's infiltrated them. She's sending a message. She needs my help.
Could have fooled me.
You don't know her.
Anyway, if you're going after her, you'll need to deal with the Herald. Her name's Tamara Vidal, former CIA asset and political firebrand. She's a master of surveillance and the Constant's most trusted aide. She'll have eyes everywhere. You won't get far as long as she's in the game.
Why are you telling me this? I thought you were out.
Yeah. Old habits, I guess. Anyway, I need to go. See you around, 47.
No, you won't.
Because you're not an idiot. Let's just humor him. Yates likes his little games. Don't be long.
You got my message.
You'd never get caught on camera. Not unless you wanted to be seen. So what's the play?
You're not the only one who's been busy, 47. I'm this close to becoming the next Constant. I'll be able to dismantle Providence from the inside. Only one man stands in my way. Don Yates. That weasel was the partner's legal counsel for years. He's the top candidate. But remove him from the playing field.
It won't work. If Edward suspects...
I will convince him you acted alone. Retaliation for Grey. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
The Herald, Tamara Vidal. She has eyes everywhere, and they're all fixed on you. The plan won't work unless we take her out.
She never leaves my side for long. Whatever your plan is, I'll help you if I can.
You're sure about this?
As sure as I'll ever be. Here, I got you an invitation, just like old times. Come find me when it's done. Good luck, 47.
Ready, Pam? 3, 2, 1, and...
For more than 2 decades, New York-based law firm
She must be over the
Morgan
moon
Yates
about John something down. She's been living alone here for, what, 6 years? Ever since the scandal that ruined decorations.
Bienvenidos to Viñeda Yates, senor. May I see your invitation, please? Gracias, senor. Enjoy the party.
All right there.
Evening, senor. Would you care for an aperitif?
Thank God it's finally over. That extra security piece, I was driving my wife and kids crazy.
Tamara
It's
Vidal.
the
Hey
damn
there.
stage.
Ah, yes. Miss Vidal. My apologies. I didn't recognize you. Let me sign you in.
Luther, Burnwood's flying solo. I want all eyes on
It's
him.
not on.
Let's see what she does. And Luther, you deploy the birds and key in on the party area. We're spread too thin. Too many blind spots. Anyone as much as sneeze in the wrong direction, I want to know about it.
Then, hold on. And I see your tour guide. Other than Gabriel Vargas, this state's chief
You've all survived
winemaker.
just long enough to retract your
This
statement.
is a rare
Point of
privilege.
Providence-backed
You
successor
and
as
Yates.
CEO of Ether.
That's very close.
Hello,
Yes,
sir.
about 400 meters, I should say.
Corvo, got a message from the boss. Duty calls.
Let me guess, the Burnwood woman.
That's right. Yates has arranged for the chief winemaker to take Burnwood and Tamara Vidal on a grand tour of the estate. Wants you to tag along.
Not for my sparkling personality. This Burnwood woman sure has his panties in a twist. Wonder what the deal is.
Yates' business is his business. Just get yourself ready and sign into the visitor center. Oh, and have a drink on my behalf.
I don't drink. Makes me sentimental.
A private tour of the estate. Diana, Vidal, and this fixer, Corvo Black. Black is a threat, but also an opportunity. Yates's own machinations are
Mr. Yates. Yeah, I got your message. You mind telling me what I'm...
Nothing quite spoils a party like your guest's inexplicably.
In fact, a couple of spots come to mind. On the tour or after.
Zion, Ingram,
Stand by. So you're not sure yet? Does that mean there's a plan A? One where I don't stand a 50-50 chance of getting caught? I mean, you do realise the risk here, boss. Broad daylight, workers around. Who exactly is this?
It's a nice gesture,
Yeah,
but
all right.
a bit hubristic.
But if I'm gonna be
Not
one of
even
these
about
heralds of yours, you need to start letting me in on a few things.
never been Don Yates' style.
Okay. So who's this fool guy?
I'm more of a beer man myself,
Thank
but
you.
if Yates wants to bring the heralds closer together and play the modern boss,
No, no problem.
I don't actually mind.
I just never framed an urban legend before. Very post-truth.
Plus, he
Yeah,
has good
I like
reasons
it.
to conflict. He is Edward's closest legal advisor. Not even Thomas Cross or Eugene Cobb had a direct line of contact. I'd say Yates is at the top of a very short list.
So, how do you feel about Burnwood?
How do you think? She and her friends killed Yamazaki. Massive, probably wrong then.
Tell me you didn't promise. Tell me you didn't forget the asado torch.
Okay. I didn't forget the asado torch figure.
Hey, what's up?
Have fun.
Hello there. And welcome.
Corvo Black. I'm on the tour.
Right, Mr. Black. Welcome. Miss Burnwood and Miss Vidal will meet you down by the wine fields. I trust you know the way.
I can find my way around.
Enjoy the tour.
It's the damnedest thing, to be sure, like a golden age detective. First,
I can't tell who's more radiant, you or the sun. You asked me. The constant must have lost his
Hey,
mind.
bud.
Burnwood was in league with Grey. She's responsible for killing how many of our people? How could she be a
Over here.
You two must be Burnwood and Vidal.
And you must be Yates's garbage man. Sorry, but I didn't catch your name.
This is Corvo Black, Tamara. He's a ICA regular.
I only work with the best.
Well, we're all here, it seems. Except for our guide, the chief winemaker. Looks like we're stuck here until someone fetches him. Mr. Black, I'm looking in your direction.
Hold on. I'll track him down.
Attaboy. Do try and bring him back in one piece. Counterintuitive as that may be.
That was a bit rude.
Yes. Yes, it was.
Did something happen?
We broke it off.
I never liked it.
Just talking about
I don't.
What? What is it now? What?
You have some guests waiting. Senor Yates wanted you to give them the grand tour. Remember?
If I don't have more important things to do than babysit Yates' socialite friends. It's only harvest season.
Better do what he says, Patron. Big shot New York lawyer like that. Don't want to get on his bad side.
Well, I'm not going anywhere until I have decided if the crop is right for picking. Bring me the 3 Malbec grapes to taste, Ramon. If Yates doesn't like how I prioritize, he can weigh me down with concrete and toss me off a bridge. How's that?
3 grapes, was it? I'll get my picking knife.
I serve something far grander. I serve the land. And the land of Mendoza long. I was in the tour for 4 decades.
Seriously, who takes another man's picking knife?
heard the news this morning. Tough luck on that trade, eh? It sounds like a shitty week.
People like that think of you because they don't think of you at all.
How am I gonna do?
Like my husband handles sack of potatoes. Go easy on them.
Relax. Don't be uptight just because there's an audience.
¿Qué? ¿Quieres un beso? Oye, ese es mi pie. Ten cuidado, huevón.
Mr. Vargas, I have the 3 grapes you requested.
Yes. Now, let's see. A lovely inky black color.
Imagínate una barrera invisible entre tú y yo que se extiende de tus manos, de tus brazos hacia mí. Tratemos eso y estemos fuera de esa zona. Es mi espacio personal. ¿Entiendes?
Now, let's see. A lovely inky black color. Good size, large and firm. Seeds brown. Excellent. And finally, taste. Sweet, flavorful, robust tannins. Some floral notes. Marvelous. Why, I say these grapes are ripe for harvest. Inform the workers, will you, Ramon? I have a tour to conduct.
Will do.
I was in a change. For 4 decades, I served the law. Now, there's something far grander. I served the land.
From that Mercury course, I take it Ether is in. Ether, Kronstadt, Hampton, Milton Fitzpatrick, Fontainebleau, Dynasty Road.
Ah, my fellow wine lovers. Hello. Welcome to Viñeda Yates. I do apologize for the delay, but the Malbec grape is a demanding mistress. So, I am Gabriel Vargas, Chief Winemaker, and I will be your tour guide. Any questions before we start?
Yes, but you're not going to like them.
We're good. Lead the way, Senor Vargas.
Wonderful. Follow me. These are busy times. In fact, we're just about to harvest this year's crop. Great expectations. Hey. So, how do you like Argentina?
Like everywhere else. Full of Americans.
First stop on the tour is the production floor, where our prize-winning Malbec grapes are processed. We insist on steaming every grape by hand, which means that during harvest season, the grapes do tend to pile up. Luckily, we have plenty of storage space. Our equipment is state-of-the-art, including an industrial-sized freezer unit, and last but not least, our trusty grape crusher.
Interesting. Wouldn't you say, Mr. Black?
Follow me, please.
Are you a wine man, Black? Somehow you don't seem the type.
Oh, I believe Mr. Black here is something of a jack of all trades. Isn't that so?
I dabble.
I see. I just thought Yates might be sending a message. My mistake.
So, have any of you been to a vineyard before?
Only on business.
Next on our tour is the fermentation atrium, where the wine goes through its primary stage of fermentation. In these big open tanks, yeast converts the sugars in the wine to alcohol, in a process that lasts between 5 and 15 days. This is also where we squeeze the mass into a fine juice using our grape presser for the longer secondary stage of fermentation.
Fascinating.
Now, before we move on, Do any of you have questions?
How about you, Mr. Black?
I have a question. It's... perhaps we can take a closer look.
Certainly. Lead the way.
I got all I need.
Are you enjoying yourself, Mr. Black?
Oh, it's all very inspiring.
Winemaking is a grand pursuit. Sure. Everyone talks about craft beer these days. You can make a decent IPA in your pantry. It is pedestrian. Oh, this, my friends, this is true grandeur. Excelente. So let's continue to the barrel room, if you'll follow me.
Get out of here! Right now!
And so we arrived to our final stop, the barrel room. This is where we store the wine during the secondary stage of fermentation. The area behind the glass is where we keep our most precious bottles, including a 1945 Grand Paladin, the most expensive wine in existence. The access doors, which are made from ballistic glass, can only be unlocked from the security room high above our heads.
Remarkable.
Ah, here comes Senor Yates now. I shall leave you in his capable hands.
How reassuring.
Ah, Miss Burnwood, is it not? Don Yates, pleased to meet you. You come very highly recommended. As Chief of the Heralds, let me be the first to say welcome aboard.
Why, thank you, Mr. Yates. Rest assured that I will be following your every lead. Very closely.
Say, that reminds me. We're about to have a little Herald get-together up at the house. Just a modest toast to celebrate my forthcoming inauguration as Constant. You are, of course, most welcome to join us. I believe you shall make a fine Herald, once the training wheels are off.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Capital. Right this way, into the lion's den. Why don't you take a break, Corvo? We're done here for now, I think. Oh, but don't go too far. I may still need your services later.
I'll be closer than you think.
Oh, almost forgot. Cortazar, please nip down to the wine cellar and tell Mr. Flowers, the sommelier, to prep the 1945 Grand Paladin and bring it up to the house for our special occasion.
Got it, Chief. Flowers. Mr. Yates wants the 1945 Grand Paladin brought up to the house. Special occasion.
Out here, what could possibly be so special?
Above your clearance, Flowers. Just fetch it already.
Fine. What's the passcode again?
Last year of World War II. You have to look it up. Shame on you.
How are you today, sir?
Now, the temperature and humidity in the barrel room is all controlled by the ventilation system. State of the art.
Sweet. How do you operate it? I'm a bit of a grease monkey in my spare time.
Not my area, friend. The control terminal is up in the security room.
It's just the 1945 Grand Paladin. It is perfection, irreplaceable. You don't drink the 1945 Grand Paladin any more than you would write a shopping list on the Mona Lisa. Oh, men like Don Yates know the price of everything, but the value of nothing.
I am sorry, Patron.
Say, what if we exchange the labels? Sir, if Mr. Yates wishes to destroy something.
Hey, Flowers! Over here. Come on, while we're young.
Bueno.
I have always considered the heralds the unspoken heroes of Providence. Ah, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Flowers, our resident sommelier. I believe he has brought us something quite special. Perhaps you will educate us, Mr. Flowers.
This is the 1945 Grand Paladin, one of only 5 bottles in existence. The vintage is legendary, the proverbial unicorn wine. The year was hot, the wine's super concentrated, and thanks to hail and frost, the production was small. only 300 bottles were ever produced. And when the vineyard was bombed during the closing days of World War II, only a single crate survived. It is said to have amazingly complex aromas with long, savory layers of fruit and spice flavors, and a silky texture. Enjoy.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Flowers. Feel free to stick around in case our guests have questions. This wine was gifted to me by the Ark Society in acknowledgement of my firm's legal services. It stands as a powerful reminder that Providence draws its strength not from force, but from partnership. We are but a few, and yet together we are unstoppable because we stand united. My friends, loyalty is everything, which is why we cannot allow traitors into our ranks.
Ah, yes. Here it comes.
This woman has waged bloody war on us. More than a dozen heralds and operatives dead. Your colleagues and clients, my friend, Ken Morgan. Not to mention the partners themselves, our founders, our benefactors. Make no mistake, this woman's hands are soaked in blood. Our blood. And Arthur Edwards, the new supreme head of Providence, is handing her the keys to the kingdom. Now, does that seem right to you, my friends? Does that sound like loyalty?
Oh, absolutely right.
Absolutely.
Perhaps Edwards simply recognizes talent when he sees it. Perhaps this is why I am also in the running to become constant. And following this childish outburst, I dare say I am in the lead. Don.
What the hell?
You're lying, of course, which only proves my point. You cannot be trusted, Miss Burnwood. This woman will be our downfall. That is, unless we take matters into our own hands. You are heralds, sworn to protect Providence against all threats, including inside ones. I have devised a plan. Together we can make it work, but you have to decide now, my friends. Are you with me?
Yes. Yes.
I'm in. Yes.
I agree.
Listen to yourselves. Don Yates is not even appointed constant yet. And already he conspires to betray his master. I don't pretend to understand Edward's every move, but I do know that this man is an opportunist and unworthy of office.
Then you are a traitor to the heralds. The room is against you, Tamara. Stand down now or share her fate.
Edwards will hear about this.
I think not. I am sorry, but you brought this on yourself. Put her down. Escort Miss Burnwood to my office. I'll join you shortly.
Right. Move it. Let's go.
I'm warning you, Yates. This will not go your way.
Hey.
Can't see him. I can't see him. Can anyone see him? That's the perp.
He's right there!
Oh, got nothing here.
Bloody hell.
I strongly suggest a video.
Took you long enough. Quick, clear the floor. before Yates' goons turn impatient. Good. I was beginning to worry.
Were you?
No. Status?
Yates is down.
Well done. Finish what you need to do, and then meet me on the dance floor. Oh, and make sure to suit up.
Don't you remember? It was a huge animal. One of those water. Don't you remember?
This doesn't look good. I'll check it out.
Not here!
Make that wish come true. Sorry, come on. What?
I'm sorry to burst your bubble and find
Oh my gosh, be careful. The ground's super loose.